Hi, my queens and kings. Here comes with the new Halloween look. So excited. We're going to go with the Quartz Bride. Yes, this is the inspo picture. I hope you guys enjoy it. So first, we're going to be gluing on that wig. We're spraying that wig cap on. You don't have to really do this if you're not going to keep the wig on. But I like to make everything steady. So we're going with some got to be glue, and we're just pinning it here in the front of it. We're making sure that lace lays front. Even though this is a Halloween look, we got to come correct, you know what I'm saying? But we're not gluing it for a lot of days, so we're just literally pressing it in, making it super easy. I'm just showing you guys the whole routine from beginning to end. We're using that got to be. You can wait till it gets a little bit more tacky, but since I had a long makeup day to go, I wanted to go a little bit faster. We're just pressing it into place. Now we're starting with the makeup look. I'm using a white band concealer all over the brows just to neutralize the eyebrows, just to neutralize the concealer. There is a better way to do this, but since this is my first makeup look of this time, I didn't glue it down. We're going to go in with a black gel cream all over these eyebrows to create our eyebrow look. And trust me, it's going to be a process to get the eyebrows exactly how I want from the inspo pictures, but we're building into it. Remember, there is no perfect. It's your own inspiration. It doesn't have to be super perfect and it doesn't have to be super exact. It is whatever works for you. Just keep that in mind when you're doing your Halloween looks. Don't take everything to heart, and it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. There is beauty in imperfections, like I always say. So get out of your own heads and it will work out. Just start molding out the look that you're going for. Sorry, you guys. And just start blending this in. I'm starting to mold the brows because my daughter was in here in the background telling me my brows was too thick. And I said, mind your business, but she didn't mind her business. So I'm going back in there with the white just to clean it back up and just to mold it. But like I said, you guys, remember, this is just a little first rough draft. You're going to continue to play with it and get it exactly how you want. And remember, these things and these characters are always going to be out of your own head. So just get out of your mind and trust me. So we're going under and over the brow. Molding it in. See, it's starting to shape up. It's starting to shape up and get that kind of U brow that she has in her pictures. I'm reconcealing it just to make sure you don't see the little hairs there. Like I said, next look, I most likely will do gluing them down, but this one I did not. Filling all that in. Now we're going to start shading it in. I really hated the space on my eyes. It kind of swiped everything through, but it's all right. It's a work in process. We're going to keep blending it in. Look how pigmented this palette is. And I'm using the That's So Me palette, and I'm using the shade Black just to smoke this out and just to start giving that drama that you guys see so much in that cartoon. How it's so gothic. Remember, we're going for a dead look. You got to get that gothic on there. You got to get that mauvey. And we're just blending it in, just making sure you don't have any curves or any lines. Now I'm going in with the same little dirty brush without changing it and going into that dark blue to start giving it that signature color that she has in the drawing. And we're just literally going in, and that's the same palette, the That's So Me palette from Lazycosmetics. Now we're going to go in and add some shimmer because we got to be shimmery, because that wouldn't be me if I didn't add some shimmer. So we're going with the Shy palette, and we're just literally a flat applicational brush. We got to add those contacts in there because she has like whitish eyes with a dot of black. So that's what we're going for. I totally had forgotten my contacts before starting the makeup. We're grabbing a little wipe and removing everything. That's why if you're especially messy like me, I would recommend always starting with your eyes first. We're going to start laying our accessories, our flowers. We're going to be laying our veil. My assistant wanted to help me, but I wasn't into it. We're going to pin down this hair so we're not messy and we don't get paint on it. Oh, it's starting to come together. Now we're using a blue paint pot for our Halloween makeup, and we're starting to just layer it on there. This blue is a little bit too intense for the blue that I feel like she is, so it is going to soften, but we're starting with a good base first. I kind of like to go with the contour first, especially when you're going with heavy blues. And then we're going to start building in some white. I'm grabbing just a regular foundation brush with a little bit of white in there, and it's going to start to lighten and give that natural fade away that we do in our regular makeup routine. So this is going to make it look more natural, and it's not going to look so arty or so painted on. We still want it to look like our regular face texture and our regular natural. That is a good difference when you're doing Halloween makeup. You still want it to look like skin, even though it's colored. I do over the lips as well, just so everything can blend in. And like I said, I am adding a little bit of white into this, so it's going to be lighter in those lighter areas where we normally put concealer, so it can look like normal skin. You don't want it to look just all one bland color. You want to still look like an alien, or a dead person, but you want to look fierce and blended. I'm adding that blue straight onto it again with no white, just so it can get that color. So we can shade it out and still look like a casket inside of our chest as well, bringing it down. You don't have to recreate all the way down to the chest, but I wanted to, just because I really wanted to look realistic in my little wedding dress. I wanted it to kind of have the whole vibe. I didn't do my arms this time just because it wasn't all that serious. But if you want to make it super, super perfect, you can go all in. See, now I'm adding that little bit of white, just more highlighting, just to make sure that, this bridal makeup is brightening, because, we got to be given what we're supposed to be given. If you guys are going to recreate this look, please let me know in the comment section. I love doing these Halloween looks. I hope you guys are enjoying them as much as I am. And literally, we're just doing them in. If you guys want a list of the products, I will be listing them on the bottom of the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing as well. This is the first one in the series of this Halloween month of October. So I hope you guys do enjoy, and your comments and your subscriptions on the bottom will keep me motivated to continue to do more looks like this. And if you guys are beginners to doing Halloween looks, do not get in your own heads. Just start doing what you got to do. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And every year, you guys are going to get better and better and better. This is literally my 3rd year doing Halloween looks. And I feel every year I get better and better and better. And if you don't feel so, mind your business. Nobody asked you. But little by little, you guys will work it out. And this is inspiration. Remember that we are inspired by other people's videos or other people's things, and we're just creating our own imagination. So there is no right or wrong. Just play with it, get out of your own heads, and just get it through. I'm using a black paint pot now. Like I said, I'm going to be leaving in the description all of the products that I did use. We're going to be creating her little teeth right here. This is one of the most elaborate parts of her makeup look. I am just looking away because I'm looking at the inspo. You don't have to do it so big. I did do it a little big just because I wanted to be more dramatic, but you don't have to. I wanted to show her teeth. Part of the cheek is part of her signature look. Now I'm going to be grabbing my angle brush, and we're just going to be starting in with the white part, and we're just going to start making these teeth. And it's easier than you believe. I'm not going to be too detailed today. What I'm going to do is just fade them down. And I lied. I'm going to contour first. I thought I was in the moment that I was going to making the teeth. But no, I'm just grabbing that blue eyeshadow that I used in the beginning. And all I'm doing is just contouring my face just so it's more chiseled out like in her. All right, we're going to be going down the bridge of the nose. We're going to make sure that these cheekbones are cheeking. Who feels inspired? Because I do. We're going to go under the jawbone. We're retouching that middle. Skeleton kind of skin. We're going to get really oompa loompa up in here. All right, we're going to start with her signature dark on the bottom of the nose. I'm using an angle brush, and I'm just chiseling out the nose area. Now we're starting the teeth with the same little brush, And I'm just doing little lines, and now I'm just scraping them down so they look more shadowy, and you're trying to get those teeth look to it. And remember, get out of your own heads. You guys can do anything you put your mind to it. I'm going to have to add a little bit more on the top. But little by little, just start building the shade. I'm just literally shading them out. And I am using more of a weight kind of paint. And now we're just going to add a little bit more teeth because it was a little bit longer than what I drew in the beginning. But like I said, even if you make mistakes, get out of your own heads. Look how good that looks. Simple and easy without doing too much. I'm just reinforcing a little bit of the darkness. We're using that white pencil on the bottom from Urban Decay, just to make this bright, and just like I said, just give you that signature look from the inspo picture. I think I recorded that twice, but it is what it is. Look how much that just pops. I need to sharpen this pencil, but I couldn't find a sharpener. Moving on, we're going to go in with that same That's On Me palette, and we're using that dark blue, and we're just smoking out the bottom of the eye just to give it some more dimension. Because like I said, we're a bride and we're going to be giving what we're supposed to be giving. We're dead, but we're giving. We're giving life over here, okay? We're giving 2013 to the dead. We got to get the color under the eyes. We got to unite them together. Look how beautiful and put together these eyes are. I would wear this on a daily. Why not? We're going to go in with a little bit of cute right inside that corner brow bone. Inner eye. Just to make this a little bit more shimmery, more bright. We're going to neutralize it just a little bit. But look how much beautiful pop of color that just gave that. Now we're going to start to draw in with that same black cream from our makeup pod. We're going to be drawing in these lashes because she has over exaggerated lashes inside of our paint pot. So if you don't have bottom lashes, you can just draw them in and give them somewhat of an artsy look. And her lashes, like I said, are very exaggerated, very large. They're overseen, so we're pretty much recreating that. We're going to reinforce it as well, the cream, with a little bit of powder because you want to make sure this sets down, especially under your eyes, so it doesn't run. So you can do as many lashes as you want or as little lashes as you want. Like I said, she's over exaggerated, so very kind of doll-like lashes. Now I'm just adding that brown eyeshadow powder on top of it just to make sure it doesn't move and it's not going to run throughout the makeup look. So it stays beautiful and pigmented. Now we're going to go into the real big lashes. All right, so we're going to go in with our dual glue on top of the lashes just to make sure they are secure. And once they turn kind of transparent, is that you know the glue is good. I do glue on the lid and good glue on the lash band just to make sure that they stick. I am a mess. Look at this black on my hands. That means that you have been working, girl, working out. Look how beautiful these lashes are. These are from Lazycosmetics. These are in the style Bunny from our Easter collection. Look how beautiful they are. I'm reinforcing again my brows just to make sure that they are showing and out there. And I'm just using brow powder in the color black from Lazycosmetics. My baby girl is looking at what's going on. I'm reinforcing that eye with the powder. You always want to kind of set down cream. We're going in with the Lazycosmetics Lippy in number 18. Just to bring in this dead kind of pinkish color that I feel like she has on her lid. We're going to lighten it just a little bit and just moisturize it a little bit with a little bit of that creamy lipsy in the number 2, just to lighten it a little bit. Look how beautiful this look. I hope you guys enjoy. Happy Halloween!